doing the right thing, and not, the ones that can't do it, and I mean, there's a lot of SK grant money available, and you can start to apply for one, and there's other options, is what I'm trying to say. The only two things not allowed in the PPA are yacht marinas and residential. So, if we get a brewery in the PPA, what does Scott want to do that he can't do with the PPA? The only two things are yacht marinas and residential. So that's a very scary slope, Next we're going to be going to special permits, and here we are again. I'm not doing my job, I'm worried about fighting for my livelihood here in Gloucester. The TPA really protects us from non-compatible uses, and that's why it exists. If Cape Ice gets out of the PPA, and if you write something recommending that he gets out of the PPA, then I want you to include our property. I don't want to be out of the PPA, don't get me wrong, but if God is, we want out too. We want it in there, in writing, that we want out of the PPA. Those are my two things that I would suggest to put in there. One, 10 years you can't sell it, reverse back to PPA. Two, add Ocean Crest, Radiant Commercial Street to a list of people that want out of the PPA. If that's what you're going to do. Because we're going to be squeezed out next. We're going to be here crying to you saying, we're in trouble. And the reason of the PPA, I'll say it one more time, is to protect non-conflicting uses. They have a reason for that. They know what they're doing. If there's non-compatible uses, well, pressure will be on. And we load a lot of trucks in there right in front of that building. I guess that's pretty much it. I did everything I really wanted to say, so if there's time enough, that would be.
Chair recognizes Brett. How much time do we have left here? 6 minutes. Actually, I think Angela. I'm sorry? Angela Sanfilippo. Angela, you have 6 minutes? Please don't go to room.
My name is Angela Sanfilippo. Hello? Okay. This is a very, very sad night. I haven't been able to call the community for many months because my mother was very sick. And she passed away a month ago. And I finally made the decision to come with me. Because this, what we're talking about here tonight is the soul of our community. The soul of our community has been decided by our city council with not much public input. We as spectators, we were fought for the soul of our community for 35 years. And if we go to the fisherman's wife in 1969, they got together, because we've been 43, 45 years. We were put all this time have no say in the change that they made in the soul of our community. I really say one thing. This is a real injustice to democracy. A few weeks ago, I had the honor to host a group of students from Kyoto who were working on a project with the University of Rhode Island. And as they came to Gloucester and they visited Gloucester and they met with fishermen and they went to the Maritime Museum and then they came to the office of the Gloucester Fisherman's wife and we cooked them a fresh meal, fish, and we discussed what's going on. One of the persons there was the chair of the history department of the University of Rhode Island, a very serious person. And after we talked about what's happening with the fishing industry, what's happening with our waterfront, he said, what I'm hearing here is that our democracy is broken. And this is what's happening here. Just remember, what you will do tonight in this vote, you will be changing the soul of Gloucester. And we have time. 35
agree. The agreement was we have two people speak on this item. It's not a public hearing, so
We don't have a public hearing. We changed it this year. Ever since burn time, no one gets to speak anymore.
Amen.
Everybody is supposed to stop.
Let the fishermen speak.
There's no one chance to speak, to explain to people, to have them ask us questions or speak. PG let everyone go, let everyone win. It wasn't public, it wasn't no media, there was no one there to tell people, and the rest of the community didn't want the plan that people need to know, people need to vote on it. We want to put it on the ballot, and then here we are, people want to give their heart and soul. She's ready to speak, you have questions, let her be heard. What is
unanimous
wrong?
consent. We have unanimous consent. Counselors? I vote no. Sorry.
I vote no, I'm sorry, in support of Madam President. And sorry, that's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, that was 3-3. It was two speakers at planning and development, and two speakers here. That's fair. Yes, sir.
When you said that, I thought you were going to have both sides.
No, we already did that at planning and development. It's not about caring. All right, so, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
I was under the same impression that you said 2 people, 15 minutes, I thought one on one side, one on the other. I would have voted for.
I'm sorry.
The council voted before this, so the process is slow.
The misunderstanding, it was a misunderstanding, okay? There was no further questions on my motion for unanimous consent. You got the 15 minutes in, we talked about that. Val, you talked to Dan about that. It's to comment on what was said at planning and development, because that wasn't a public hearing either. Thank you